Okay, this is just to show the red iron oxide debris fields. That red is not due to the sun, but the red iron oxide in the atmosphere in the distance. To show you one better, here is a great example. See that? It's just a trail of red iron oxide. And that's pretty damn close to us in space right now, actually. Close enough it should be highly concerning. But because people don't pay attention, they probably only halfway notice it, if they do at all. And I'm sure they'll try to damn say, oh, it's because of the wildfires everywhere, or oh, it's because of the sun setting at a certain angle, or oh, it's because of this, or oh, it's because of that. But the truth of the matter is that all this red that you're seeing is specifically being put off by a handful of planets in close proximity. For instance, you can kind of see one right there in the center of the screen. There's one right there in the center of the screen. Or at the very least, if these aren't objects, then these are celestial debris. To the far left beside the recording button. Look how red it is. And as you can see, it's all over the place. This might get interesting. God, I need a better lighter. Can't light a fucking cigarette. can kind of see an object right there. Center of the screen. That orb looking spot. I guarantee you it's an object. We'll sit here for a little bit and watch it. Now people can try to say all this and that about gravity and the fucking effects of planets in close proximity and blah 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 blah. But in reality, the term gravity is highly speculative at best. Even the best scientists cannot tell you what gravity is or how it works. All they can tell you that it is force that is effective on the mass of an object, and that larger objects have a higher mass and therefore more gravity. But how they interact with each other, how they attract, repel, the polarities, the magnetism, all that, they're still trying to figure that shit out. They don't know exactly how it plays out or pans out with everything. So the fact that these are so close and our planet is not freaking the fuck out might have something to do with the damn polarity. Could have something to do with fucking gravitational flux, or, you know, spatial divergence, or even what dimensional physics and plane of existence we're in at this time. All these could be factors. The only thing that is not factored in is that it is a very highly possible scenario that this will occur, especially due to previous history and historical records all fucking documenting on numerous occasions this occurrence in the past. The Sumerians, the Egyptians, the Akkadians, the Babylonians, the Maya, the Chinese, the list goes on and on. So, I mean, people can deny all they want, but if you forget the past, you're doomed to repeat it. But I guess that's the point, right? It's because they want us to forget the past, so that way we'll repeat it. So that way the ones who were prepared, the ones who were smart, the ones who knew, and were told about it coming, will have time to prepare, time to dig in, time to get right with God, and time to get him, you know, make whatever the fortifications or supplies that they need to have be on hand at the time when this occurs. While 90-something% of the population, I'm going to say, is completely left oblivious to the whole situation. No clue whatsoever that's occurring. And then, you know, about 80% of that population still, if you tell them it's occurring, they are in such denial that they do not want any parts of the truth of the matter. And they call people like me crazy, for the simple fact that it's easier to write somebody off as crazy than it is to accept the fucking compound significance of multiple generations of history, all correlating to one event occurring in succession in rapid cycles every few thousand years, that completely resets and desolates and devastates the human population and civilizations over and over. And it may very well be a mechanism of a spiritual sense in the terms of our great year and our long era count calendars. And that every time this comes through, this might be like, basically you say, you know, the atomic clock's going all the way around and it gets to like 1 minute to midnight, and then when it hits midnight, it fucking resets the whole civilization. And then you gotta work your way from there, from one again. But it sweeps away the board. So that way we never get too advanced, and that way we're always kept under the thumb of a higher power, regardless of where that high power is the one who is in control of, or from these other planets. That is up for speculation. But according to old documents, they are definitely the ones who come from the heavens, or the Anunnaki. So if this is the planets that they came from, then I'm guarantee you that extraterrestrials are pretty goddamn close by in proximity to our planet at this time. And therefore, that would make sense why there's a lot more UFO sightings and a lot more anomalous skies and weird situations and events, as well as ecological geological and fucking oceanological damage and effects and events occurring on this planet, mass UFO sightings, etc., etc. Anyway, I could check these all the time, and I do quite frequently, just to see if I catch a glimpse of something concrete and clear, which I have in the past. Like, for instance, one day in well, fuck, here, I'll just show you. Better yet, tune in to next time. I mean, you get to see some of these photos that I can scroll through. Some of these amazing anomalous skies, as I tell you my story about how I even started into this and what has occurred since then, and why I'm dying.